You're listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
Not only are we the sexiest gaming podcast in the world, but we deliberately didn't put out an episode because we want to play Tears of the Kingdom. And if that's not being responsible, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I mean, we put like 20-something hours into it between
Oh,
Friday and Saturday. And
yeah, just Friday and Saturday. I mean,
yeah.
It's Wednesday, at least when we're recording this. But it's been a good time. It's been I'd assume we're gonna do like a review, right? After we both beat it. That's like
Yeah, I'm trying to like not play it off stream because I want to try and do at least all of the story on stream, but it's
Right.
hard. That was like I went on before this. I was like, let me just get my amiibo collecting for the day, and then I was like, ooh, there's a shrine over there. Let me head that way. And I was like, wait, stop.
I forgot to ask you, do you have the Bokoblin amiibo?
I do, but it's sealed. But I ordered those like amiibo cards to use, so they should be here soon, hopefully.
Did you buy them specifically for this, or just like to have them as a?
Just for it like future proofs me, right? Because now I could just always use those for whatever the next Zelda game is and everything like that.
Well, if there is amiibo support, like they kind of stopped making new amiibo.
Yeah, I mean, even this one, we only got one new amiibo, so
right. And even though they made Daddy Dwarf,
where's my Daddy Dwarf amiibo?
Really though, like this would have been the best. Whatever. Like I don't know if the next Nintendo console is gonna have amiibos. Like, what's the point? I mean, unless it is backwards compatible. If it is, then I think they kind of have to.
Yeah, I mean, because the games still support it, so they're still gonna have to have an NFC reader. I feel like they're just at this point they're just cool collectibles. Like people buy them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep them sealed, or just because they're cool. Yeah.
And like, there's only 2 games I can think of, or 3 games that really utilized amiibos. Smash, the Smash series. We'll just say it's 4 and Ultimate. Twilight Princess, because you remastered, because you could unlock that like wolf battle tower where you got. I think it was the biggest wallet that was a.
Oh yeah, like Grande wallet or whatever.
Yeah, it was got even a more massive wallet, which was like a nice touch. And this Zelda game, I guess, because you can use each Zelda amiibo has like a link, but
Mario Maker 1, but that was like way back in the day.
Right, and for some reason they didn't give us 2 and 2. Like, why? Who hurt you?
I want to get a Wii U and play that game again. I was watching someone like play it again and with the costumes and stuff, and I was like, I want to go back and do like a 100% costume unlock like series. I feel like that would be fun. It's like way too late, but
isn't that just using amiibos?
No, because there's other ones you get just for like playing and doing like the 100 Mario challenge, beating that stupid fly killing mini game. Oh my! But you get skins for like other stuff too. I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah, I don't know why they just didn't. Did they ever really explain why they didn't bring that over?
I forget why. It was some stupid reason.
I really don't understand why. My only assumption is that because they had that Link, like the Link form that actually played like Link, and they're like, yeah, that's good enough. But like that wasn't the point. It was just like aesthetically pleasing to play as like a 8-bit fox and stuff. Well, why Nintendo? Why? Seriously, why?
Yeah.
Man, what else? Oh, let's see. Something else that happened. I also played Tears of the Kingdom, and I spoilers like it way more than Breath of the Wild. I didn't like Breath of the Wild really all that much, but this one's like
we're gonna do like a mini review right now because this game, right? They literally early impressions. Breath of the Wild was an amazing game, but a terrible Zelda game. This is an amazing game and an amazing Zelda game. Like, they were like, oh, you wanted Zelda? Okay, we'll give you Zelda this time. And it's like, oh my, it's like night and day. It's so good. Oh my, the like pacing is like really good in it too. I feel like I'm still overwhelmed, but like there's like tons of stuff to do. I never feel like I'm like stuck in one area doing something or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just it's weird to like want to play a video game again. and this has done it for me.
The weird part is that it makes Breath of the Wild feel like a tech demo. Like there's just so much more
absolutely.
in
the
kingdom. It's just like I remember you were like kind of bummed out because Stasis was gone, but then I don't know. I just feel like it's better without it. I think Nintendo honestly was like I think they actually didn't like how people were using it for like speed running and stuff. But
100%.
You know, but what they gave us like building, auto build, which you'd unlock, but whatever. It's like literally just it's just fast building basically. It just saves anyway. Ultra hand, rewind, which is still insane. I honestly have no idea how the Switch is handling this because, well, actually, I do know after watching some videos and reading on it that they absolutely capped the CPU. Like
no.
Like it is like literally at the edge. Like it is beyond you know anything else, and it's the CPU is just overloaded. So they
right.
But yeah, man, like I was like that the last trailer where they actually showed Ganondorf, that was like that actually hyped me, and I was still like scared to like play this. I'm like, oh, am I gonna get burned again? Because I just didn't really. I personally didn't have a lot of fun with Breath of the Wild. Probably because like my thoughts on it really not feeling like a Zelda game overwhelmed me. And also, and they totally fixed this. I felt like there was zero enemy variety in the first one. It was like bokoblins, and that's it. Like that's all you saw. And this one, it's like bokoblins, more lizards, more mini bosses, robots. I feel like I'm missing.
You go in the depths. There's like a whole variety of like enemies there too.
Corrupted bloom forms. Oh, okay.
By
the way, it's all darkness. Like I love that it's complete darkness unless you have items or like you go to the right area, and it's literally like I think it's 1 for 1. Based on how much I've like been down there, it seems like there's the exact same amount of land that is down there's on the surface. So it's like doubling the space of the game.
Yeah. This game is massive. It's bigger than Breath of the Wild, which is insane. Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
At least double, and I'm not even including the Sky Islands.
Right.
Which is weird because I feel like I've been more in the depths than I have been in the Sky Islands personally. But
yeah, the Sky Islands they like hyped up, but like I feel like I really haven't been there much.
Well, it's like that's where what 2 temples are. I don't know. We don't know where the what are they called? Gerudos. Gerudos?
They're like in a desert.
No, what's the race? The women?
Yeah, Gerudo. No, you're
Gerudo.
Right.
Right, yeah. Well, we know it's a desert, but do we know if it's in the sky, you know? All because they're in the
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like went to the area and it was like there's a sandstorm and I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I just left.
Didn't want to deal with
it. Too hard for my brain. Yeah,
I don't want to have sand in my socks. You know, it's not a fun time. My own so far, and also the temples are better. I'll say they're better, right? But they're like
there's still something wrong with them.
Well, what it is just like you're getting help, and then it's like 5 kind of puzzles that you solve, and then
right, it's the same thing, kind of over and over again, but.
I mean, I'm trying to think back to other Zelda games, and I think they just want to eliminate the backtracking that was involved because, like, temples originally are like more linear in a way. Like, you go a certain path, then you have to go back to find another linear path, and so forth. This one, these times, you just literally solve a puzzle and then go to the next puzzle, next puzzle, next puzzle. Like, there's very little in between, and there's also no mini boss, to my knowledge. It wasn't for the
no. There's no mini boss. It's just the boss.
Did you beat the Zora one yet?
No, that's where I left off.
Oh, okay.
On
Monday. I won't spoil anything. It's an interesting one. I wanted to run this by you. I think we should do a tier list once we beat the game of the bosses and mini bosses and just.
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
There's a great throwback boss that I need you to find. And it's really fun. I can't spoil anything, but it includes.
Is it you like do it for the story, or is it like just
you technically don't have to? But well, okay. So this is weird. So actually, I guess I'll bring it up. So it involves the Master Sword, but like there's a cutscene when you're getting the Master Sword where it's really weird because the Deku Tree talks to you and he's like, "Hey, you haven't been here a while since the last time you got the Master Sword." And they do a cutscene where it's you and Zelda, and you're picking up the Master Sword. But it's weird because it's implying as if you never got it in the first one. It's really weird.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to watch it. It's kind of because if that's not the case, then they didn't really do a good job explaining like, did you return it after the first one and then you came back again for this like cave adventure? I don't know, but well, once you get the trailer, you're gonna have to let me know, or not trailer, the cutscene. You'll have to let me know. Anyway,
right.
Fusing is really fun. Fuse anything to everything.
Oh yeah,
the weirdest combinations. Rocket shields. Just any. I don't know. It's crazy. The amount of stuff you can just kind of do in this game. Man, it is a fun time. It's like genuine fun, and you're right. I haven't felt that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since like a game really made me have fun. I don't know. And there's sometimes where I get like really hyped about one, but then it just kind of like lets me down. So
what, like Lego 2K?
No, I have hopes for it. Not $70 worth of hopes, but maybe like 40.
Just get the PS4 version.
True.
Just get the save yourself $10, and if you like it enough, make that upgrade. Which, whatever. I'm not sure there's much more we could say about it without going too deep into Tears of the Kingdom, but damn,
it's a good game.
Yeah. It's a great game.
You do good.
Sadly, I think it is worth $70. Like
you get a lot. There is a lot of content in that game,
right? And we don't even know if
I assume they're gonna do. Yeah. I assume they're gonna do DLC eventually, but
and where do they go from here? Like how do you?
Right. I don't know, especially like timeline wise, right? Because it's kind of like the end of the timeline. So either we're gonna like branch off again and do something weird after this, or I don't know.
Well, yeah, we haven't beat the game, so we'd have to, like maybe they figure that out. But what I'm hoping is I don't want them to completely ditch the original format where it's like on a smaller linear scale. I honestly think they should just like kind of have a different studio or somebody else make like a $30 version Zelda games where it's like Link's Awakening or just like a smaller scale, and that just adds content to the lore and stuff. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Because
I don't want to wait 7 years again for another Zelda game. I don't need a big open world Zelda game like this again.
I really don't. I feel like they're gonna do it. I like this.
Oh, they're going to.
Right.
I don't need it if it means I'm gonna have to wait another 8 years for a Zelda game. But
I think we waited so long because of the pandemic. I think that added at least a year.
Right.
But it was a really long time even for a Zelda game, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the last one was what? Skyward new release was Skyward Sword. But I don't know. I don't know the difference between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. That's because they skipped the Wii U entirely.
Yeah, 6-year gap between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and then actually no, there was a 6-year gap between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild as well.
Really?
Yeah, I mean we got like Hyrule Warriors and then like Age of Calamity in between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, and then Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But
I was assuming that's a different studio though.
It is, yeah.
Right. I think what they need now then, well, not even what they need, but what they have is they have the formula. Like they're like, okay, now we know how to make an open world version, and we have all these different assets we can use. I can't imagine it's gonna take that long again, unless there's another, unless there's a COVID run it back,
right.
But I just don't. I don't see that happening. I think it's like 5 years. But.
I'm sorry, it wasn't that long of a gap. So Skyward Sword was 2011. Then we got Wind Waker HD and A Link Between Worlds for the 3DS in 2013. And then 2 years after that, we got Majora's Mask 3D and Triforce Heroes, which, it's garbage, but
we don't talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like every 2 years we got a new Zelda game. And then 2 years from Breath of the Wild, we got Link's Awakening remake. And then 2 years after that, we got Skyward Sword. And then 2 years after that, we got Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, so every 2 years we get a Zelda something.
Zelda something, right? I'm talking just like a new Zelda,
a new IP. It looks like 6 years. Yeah,
right. Every 6.
Unless like you said, they start doing like the smaller titles again. It's hard now because we don't have the 3DS or something as a buffer.
Right.
Because like that was what was nice about like Link Between Worlds and even Triforce Heroes, it was terrible. But like back in the day, it was like, we got like GameCube and Wii games, and then it was like, oh, here's Game Boy and DS games in between.
Right.
So, I guess we're just noticing it now because we don't have that like side system to like release games on too. So
double side note, do you think the next Zelda game to get like the remaster treatment is Minish Cap?
It better be. No. The next one I want is port over Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. The next one that should get a like full remake again should be Minish Cap.
I mean, or Link to the Past.
It's they could do Link to the Past. If they're gonna keep doing the handheld ones, though, it'll be Oracle games. Yeah, I mean,
we really need those. I wasn't. I mean, like that. I don't because I played so late into the game. I did not have fun playing Oracles. It just felt really like not Zelda to me. But
yeah, the problem with Oracle Seasons 2 is Capcom owns the rights to them.
Oh, right. And so is Minish Cap.
Same with Minish Cap, yeah. Right.
But they have a really good relationship. I mean,
they're like buddy now with them because of Monster Hunter. So
plus, I mean, they have to know it's a guaranteed sell. Like relationship. Oh aside, first forward, like will it get us money? And the answer to that is absolutely.
Especially Minish Cap. Just I don't know. Let it happen. Come on.
Right, please, come on. I just want to modernize Minish Cap. Please. So I guess back to our original conversation though. Early impressions. I'm already ready to give it like a 9 out of 10. However, possibly a 9.5. That's a good fun I'm having. It's really going to depend on the ending because even my criticism of Breath of the Wild, that last boss battle was it was just the worst boss battle I've ever had.
It was just boring. It was just stupid.
I mean, like the what was it called? Corrupted form? I don't know. Where he's just like a amalgamation in the Hyrule Temple.
Calamity.
No. And I think Calamity was when he went like full bore, right? In Breath of the Wild. I don't know.
I think that was just Ganon. Like they just called him Ganon.
Oh, right. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. Anyway, so booger form. That. Yeah. I thought that was just I mean, it was kind of challenging, even though he starts at half health if you do the story. But like, I just thought it was a stupid boss battle, and then they made it infinitely worse with Ganon. Like it was just so bad. I don't know how anyone defends that. It wasn't even challenging. Did anyone actually die at that battle? Unless you just ran into the thing.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, so like, there's no feasible way. Actually, I'll put this in another way. I saw some places that are like, Tears of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom's okay, but if you didn't like Breath of the Wild, you're not gonna like Tears of the Kingdom. I completely disagree with that. You should absolutely give it a try if you can. That's
they're not the same. They're not the same at all. I feel like
not the same at all.
I mean, they're very similar game mechanic wise, but like game wise, no.
Well, people were afraid it's gonna be like glorified DLC, and it's like, it's not. It's
right.
Maybe if it was like just Sky Islands, that would feel more like DLC-ish. But everything included, nah. It feels like a fresh experience that's fun and adventurous and gives me hope and a reason to look forward to the next day.
Yeah, 9.9 game. Never can be a 10 without Tingle, but you know.
Well, there's Tingle Island. Maybe we'll find him there.
He better be there. Then it could be a 10.
We just get their Tingle. Oh my god, he's just like whipping his brother. Tingle, stop!
Get those Tingle tuners made now!
Tingle, stop! You're hurting your brothers, please.
You stay out of this link. This doesn't concern you.
Well, I'm still hoping that the final boss is Tingle in the sky, like he's the puppet master for Ganondorf. That's like
right. He's the actual reincarnation. We start this timeline right, all right?
I really hope to see him. I just don't think he's gonna be here, but you never know. Whew, okay. Finally, what we're actually going to talk about. That was like our longest
opening rant.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a rant. It was way more positive.
Right.
Okay, so huge news. Overwatch 2 is ditching its PVE hero mode. If I was an Overwatch fan, I'd be at a loss for words. They got screwed so hard, it's not even funny. None of it was consensual.
Yeah.
There was no there was no lube involved. Nothing. They got nothing to prepare for this.
Right.
They were in a drought. I think it was for 2.5 years since like the last what do they call Hero? Yeah, the last Hero release was Echo in Overwatch 1. And that was in like 2020, and then Overwatch 2 comes out in 2022 or the later part, and it's like. And like the whole point was because they were making this the PVE mode or the story mode, and now they're like, oh yeah, that ain't happening, Chief.
Yeah, they have now officially made a worse version of Overwatch 1 because they just removed content and then promised other content. It was like, nah, just kidding.
And the funny part here is that Overwatch 2, how do I put it? Not only isn't as fun for some reason, at least to us, like you said, there's less content. There's that. Actually, what I think is going to happen, but like between you, me, and the audience, I think they're scrapping it because they want to make that like what they have into assets for like exclusive timed events.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Right. That's my big brain philosophy thought on this, where it's like, okay. They're like, what do we get? They're like, what do we get if you release this PVE mode? Literally nothing, because the game's free to play. Okay, so what do we? And people have played the PVE parts and like at BlizzCon and stuff like that, and they said it was like super fun. But like, I think they're like, you know what? Now we can just add these into like stupid timed events for the battle pass, or not battle pass, the seasons. And I know you sent me that image of like the. Oh, there, it's right there. The roadmap. Actually, I can put it up on screen. But this was from like, I think this was from like season 3 or 4, or like when they're just trying to give like the roadmap for the year.
Right.
So like, yeah, it's older, and now they're like, this part, story missions. Yeah, no. JK. And like, what I think the worst part about this is that it doesn't justify the lack of content for those 2 years. It's complete wasted time. You know, they could have had more heroes. They only got 3 new heroes on release, and now there's like 2 more since it came out.
Did they even release more? I feel like I haven't heard anything about new characters in this game.
They announced some like ninja healer and ninja healer.
Oh, Ramadtra, right. I remember that. That was it. Oh, Life Weaver.
Oh, yeah.
That's
stupid. Who cares?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I guess like they should have had at least like 10 if they're gonna for a new game. I don't know. Oh, look here. Apparently, at some point, Roadhog's getting a rework. Maybe they'll give him like a diet. Like,
yeah. He'll slim down.
Is he that bad? Is that why he's getting a rework? I know you know nothing about Overwatch or anything like that, but
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he really ever needed a rework, but I don't know what like the metas and stuff are now for this game.
Well, I mean, he is a tank, and you only get 1 tank per team now, so kind of screwed on that one. let's see here. So Mischief and Magic, Cinematic Reveal, Summer Games, mini comp season on Fire returns, Creator Workshop mode for season 5, Lieutenant. I mean, like I don't know, it just seems kind of boring cookie cutter content. I don't know what or season 7 beyond, new tank hero, collaboration event, new control map, new winter event, new hero mastery missions, multiplayer. Well, they can just remove that because that's just default.
Yeah, just take it out.
Roadhog rework, fan favorite modes return. That's ambiguous. Cinematic debuts. I don't. Maybe that's coming back because why is it? Even though the PVE's gone. Competitive mystery heroes returns. What is mystery heroes? Competitive mystery heroes. I don't know what that means. Lore codex somber work. Yeah. So this article that we're basing all this off is like this interview that I believe GameSpot had with
Yeah, with Aaron Keller,
right.
One of the big guys there, I guess. Game director.
Their quote, I think it would characterize it slightly differently, which we're doing part of what the team had set out to do, but not the entirety of what was discussed back at BlizzCon 2019. So the real focus is on the story missions and the experience as opposed to the more open-ended hero mode and that stuff. So far to say, yeah. So it's fair to say that the experience that you showed during first Overwatch 2 reveal is not going to be the one that's released at any point. Exactly. So we're definitely not doing the hero mode and the talents and the power progression system, which is like, that was like the whole hype part, like
that was the whole gimmick and reason you were making Overwatch 2 and not just adding it to the first game.
Right. Like that's literally what you like. What? That was the gimmick. That's what was taking you so long. Also, doesn't Activision Blizzard have like an insane amount of money, particularly Blizzard for Overwatch? Like, didn't they make
Blizzard?
Money?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go over this whole interview, but he's basically like just explaining why they have the backpedal and broadly speaking, you've probably done a lot of work on PvE. How much of all that is going to make its way to PvP or repurposed? There's a lot that went to PvE. It's not just the content that we made. Some of this is tools and technology. So if you look at Junkenstein's Wrath of the Bride from last year, that was using all our new mission technology that we had developed for Overwatch 2. So the PvE content that we develop in the future is going to be using all the technology and tools that we created before. It'll be using new enemy ecologies, that we've developed for Overwatch 2. There's a lot of different, really big story mission maps. And then we talked about a lot of blah, 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 boring. So basically, yeah, like I said, they're just trying to repurpose it. Like they can't let it go to waste. Like, oh yeah,
pretty much.
But not this. There's no way the skill tree's coming back. Which was like, again, like, but didn't they originally advertise it so like that skill tree would have been part of multiplayer? Wasn't that like the
It was supposed to be like universal, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, or I mean, like what? It just, I don't know. If I was an Overwatch 2 fan, I'd love for anyone who's listening at some point just tell me why. If you're not pissed off, why aren't you pissed off? Because I would be.
Right.
I'd feel like completely betrayed. The competitive scene is like jank because they removed one tank player, which now, I guess looking back, doesn't make sense because none of the changes that they promised are happening.
Right.
The real story here is, how do we take the resources that we have, the team that we have that is so passionate about this game, to make what people are playing the very best version of it that can be? That's our focus right now. Because I'm not gonna bring it back because I don't remember where it is. At some point in this, he mentions how like people realized that a huge shift was made internally because no new content was coming out and they're all working on PvE stuff. So the assumption is that they're going to bring most of that PvE team onto PvP and possibly release heroes more often. Yeah, they have a different skill set.
Right.
Also, what'd you do? Lose a shoe? You're
my shoe,
like, yeah. You're like what's that shit? I thought you were looking under your desk.
No.
Okay. Oh, I'm doing a quick mouse check.
Oh, spider check.
Spider mouse check live. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, it's cool that it's free to play, but I don't know. I don't.
They just like have blundered this thing from day one, and like, I don't know. Overwatch fans need to be pissed. I loved Overwatch 1. I was so into that game, And even this one, like the first day we played, I was like, once we like actually got into a game because the servers were absolutely destroyed. This game I was like kind of feeling it again a little bit, but like I don't know. It just I don't know. They just like all these broken promises they keep making for this game. Like I don't understand how people aren't pissed about this more.
Let's see. Why Overwatch? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anything about like on Reddit or anything like that, but maybe because it only happened. What was it, today or was it yesterday?
Right.
Too strong. Apparently, on release, everyone was saying the tanks are too strong. Everyone is too squishy and deals too much damage. There's just a bunch of issues. Like, which is weird because Overwatch got Game of the Year, I think, in 2017.
Yeah, whenever it came out, I think, or the
Right,
year
and
after it came out.
It just in this weird just downslide. It's just like you never really hear positive things about Overwatch anymore.
No, everybody hates it. Even the people who are like diehard fans that play it every day still, they just hate it. I don't get it.
And apparently there was like matchmaking problems for a few months in Overwatch 2. Yeah, it's just not a good time to be an Overwatch player. This is like, again, just removing the PVE what everyone was just waiting on. And the fact that it was on the roadmap, like at some point after like season 2 or 3, they released the roadmap for the year, and it's supposed to happen in season 6. So they had an idea that it would be released at that point. Like at some point they're like, okay, we're gonna release this at this time. And if that's not happening, either like how did you either A, vastly underestimate like how much development you put into it, or B, why didn't you just push it back by a couple seasons so you can release it?
Right. Just take your time with it. There was nothing wrong with the first game. It wasn't like it was dying or anything. Like
they wanted to add lore, and then they just for some reason couldn't. I just don't.
Right. All these other games can do it in an update. I don't get why you had to make a whole new game.
Right.
And like you're not even charging for it. Like that was the problem too. Is like what were you gaining out of making a whole new game and taking out a player from the multiplayer? And like you could have just done this single player mode as an expansion for the first one. Like I don't know.
It literally felt like the first one when I played it. I couldn't tell a difference other than the new characters.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's just not a fun time. It's just like new champions. It's a next gen upgraded. What to do? Oh, and I can play with one less person, so that's cool. It's like
right.
Where's the fun in that? And I don't know. Or like maybe we'll play it again sometime. I mean, you said you really like it, so like I'd be willing to play it again with you. But
right, try it out again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
maybe
what it really
like
take.
August. I don't know.
When's the next gaming dry spell?
Like August, I think. As of right now, I think it's August because I don't even know. I'm gonna keep saying like E3 time because that's just June,
right?
When everybody makes their announcements. But like we have nothing for the end of the year right now. Nintendo needs to have a direct. Sony's having one next week, which they announced. So we'll have something from them. Xbox announced theirs for like literally the day it would have been if E3 was still happening. So
April.
I think we're good till like July, pretty much.
Let's see here. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game comes out in August. Smurfs Cart.
I totally forgot that was coming out.
Smurf Cart. Hello, the next sensation.
You're right.
Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not sure if you're.
Oh, I'd like to play that. Yeah, I'm sure George would play it, and Rob probably would play it. With us.
We hate those guys.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Look, I got Zelda to hold me over till Diablo in June, and then Diablo and Final Fantasy 16 will hold me over till Pikmin in July. That's my roadmap right now. Season 2 is about to start soon.
Wait, season 2 of what?
My life.
Oh.
Season 1 is Tears of the Kingdom. Season 2 is when Diablo comes out.
Yeah, I'm excited for Exo Primal, and that's a week before Pikmin 4.
Oh, I forgot that was coming out as well.
Yeah, that's
I want to play that again. That was fun.
Disney Illusion Island, that like 4-player co-op platformer.
We could probably try it. I have a feeling it'll be on Game Pass, so
I think it's only.
I'm sure it'd be stupid fun. Oh well.
And I think it's only
Screw
local
that.
multiplayer.
Oh, screw that! Wow.
I mean, I could just hit you up and be like, "Hey, you want to play some Disney?"
Come over.
I'm not sure you're getting
Play
it, but
Disney with me.
August, and then September, Rune Factory 3 Special Edition, Starfield, Super Bomberman R2. I mean, really, September's only being held by a thread, and that's by Starfield. But I assume these later months are going to be defined by Sony's state of play.
Right. And Nintendo's Direct, whenever they have that.
Oh, I was also reading that apparently. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's. I'm gonna call it there for Overwatch for the article here. So I'm moving on to something that I didn't bring up to here, but I actually just saw something that reminded me of it. Did you read that Ubisoft is like putting all their eggs into Assassin's Creed now? Like they shifted like 40% more of their workforce into the Assassin's Creed franchise.
It's like the only thing they can do right anymore. I don't know. Tom Clancy, they like killed, I feel like.
No, I mean Tom Clancy lives by Siege, which is like the only thing that's
right. All the other Tom Clancy stuff that comes out is like garbage. I guess I shouldn't say that. Like Ghost Recon, those are pretty popular. Just give me Splinter Cell remake. Come on. I don't know what you're
on it, but we don't know anything.
Far Cry like is fun, I guess, but it's literally copy and paste every time. So it's like nothing innovative or new there. Right. I want a new Rayman game. Where's that been?
They're not going to do that. It does not make that for them. That's like maybe a tax write-off. Maybe.
Right. Their like best new IP is like the Mario and Rabbids series, I guess, and that's because Nintendo's holding their hand through it.
So to clarify my points here. So Ubisoft reported a 500 million operating loss last year. So with that said, it increasing the number of developers working on the historical fantasy franchise to almost 3,000. So let's see here. So just to put that in perspective, says here that it's going to be 800 more devs working on Assassin's Creed.
That's insane.
I can't find the article, but
we have Mirage in October too. I just remembered that there's a new Assassin's Creed game this year.
Did they say October?
I thought it was October.
No,
I thought it got a release date, didn't it?
No, we didn't get a release date. In fact, I was just gonna say I was reading that some insiders saying that they're gonna they're like panicking because they think they're gonna have to push it because it's just not where they need it to be.
Great,
which is weird because it's like supposed to be like a $30 or $40 game.
Right? How hard you've been doing this for years, Ubisoft? How hard is it to do it again? And the worst part is, right, they're downsizing it back to like old school Assassin's Creed. It's not a big open world game anymore. What is the issue?
I mean, it's still like open world, but like condensed. Or depends how they do it. Like, is it like all of Baghdad? I think that's what they said it's going to be, right? In Baghdad?
Yeah, I think so. Right. So it's like one map, but not as big as like Odyssey or Valhalla or something.
I plan to keep cutting headcount overall through. They're still going through restructuring and attrition. They shed over 700 people since last September from multiple projects. Let's see here, blah blah blah. And mind you, we don't know the status of Infinity, like the central hub for Assassin's Creed games or something. Like
right, whatever. I keep forgetting about that too. Yeah,
like whatever that means, So I just thought it was interesting because I think we actually kind of joked that this would happen like a couple episodes or like 10 or so episodes ago. we're like they're losing so much money. Just make another Assassin's Creed. I feel like that's like the answer. And here they are. Just like for some reason, Assassin's Creed just doesn't get old. Well, it doesn't get old in like the sense of having fun, murking people. But give us Brotherhood Online. Give us a multiplayer standalone, okay?
Yeah. Come on. That's what we want. We keep asking for it. Just do it.
You want microtransactions? Fine, you can have it. Just give me a multiplayer Assassin's Creed, and it's like, oh, this week the battle pass, it's like Altair's robes. Whoa, that's so innovative. I'll buy it. Ubisoft, they're also dying, and Actually, this also raises the question. So, how many people are working on Skull and Bones at this point? Is it like 2?
That comes out soon, doesn't it? Or did they delay
No, they
it
delayed
again?
it again, didn't they?
Oh, Ubisoft. Dude, it's coming. There's a crowd waiting for that game. I promise.
A crowd
I guarantee
of what?
it.
10?
I guarantee it.
Oh wait, no, say it again.
I guarantee it.
I guarantee it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It was delayed out of 2023. It's not even coming out this year.
What? What? When did that happen?
This happened in early April. Just no one cares about it. This is like, oh man, I can't imagine.
Wow, I can't believe that.
It apparently had a November 8th release window. I'm sorry. Let me go back. It says, this one says September 2022. Ubisoft announced that Skull and Bones will be delayed again, pushing it from its November 8th release window, firmly distancing itself from God of War Ragnarok. Let's see, where's the next update? Let's see here. Skull and Bones in July 2022. Blah blah. November 20. Skull and Bones versus Head. Yeah, I'm trying to find the new release. See. At least it's going to release. Wait, where in launching 2023? I can't find like the quote saying that they're pushing it into 2024. But they definitely did it. So I know you were super excited for it, and I'm sorry. I know. I'm just so sad. And mind you, it's ambiguous. It just says 2024, not like, early 2024. Not, January 2024.
Just cancel it. Come on.
They can't. They literally have a commitment to Singapore, right? I think it's Singapore. There's some government that's like
Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Saudi Arabia owns a stake in Ubisoft. Isn't that who's buying up the
well, yeah, they're buying stuff, but they're
video games.
No, but in this case, like Ubisoft has a partnership with the government of Singapore, and they're like help funding the game.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Bones. Let's see. Yeah. But they have a deal that's apparently around 120 million with Singapore, which I don't understand. How is that even like legal? Like, how can you team up with a literal government to get funding for a game? Like, they assume they get a kickback.
I have no idea. Yeah, I assume they're getting some sort of revenue for it.
Well, if there is any revenue, like you gotta make revenue to give revenue, my friend. So I don't know. I thought it was funny that like literally everyone Ubisoft, they probably had a group meeting. There's like, look, I don't care if you're a janitor. I don't care if you're, like you're a mail person for us.
What do you do here? I go get the coffee. Yeah, well now you design video games. Congratulations.
Seriously, that's like literally how it is at Ubisoft.
You're on the horse genital duty. Congratulations. Your parents would be proud.
I could see that. I got a promotion. Well, I mean, there's no extra pay, and I just, make the 3D model for horse genitalia. It's an upgrade.
It's a good gig. They treat me well. Next game I heard it's cow genitalia. Ooh.
Just every time you walk past the desk, it's just like enlarged, like you're looking at like the dimensions and stuff.
Gotta put this vein in perfectly.
Man, I like that. Okay. No. You can't make me laugh. That's how my throat dries out. And then I keep getting water. And when I'm out of water, it's just not a good time. Okay, you're a Diablo 4 guy. Take this one away.
All right, Diablo 4's intelligent in-game shop gathers gameplay data to recommend microtransactions. So basically, it's like kind of cool, I guess. So the way you play Diablo 4 is how it's going to recommend microtransactions to you. So I assume the microtransactions are all going to be cosmetic. I forget what it's called. It's like glamour or something where you can like put on different skins for your weapons that you use or whatever.
Okay.
So
wait, pause. Does Diablo have transmog?
That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
that
you
was
were
the word
okay.
I was looking for. Yeah. So the it's gonna like give you items and stuff for transmog. I mean, I'll probably get a couple of things if they're cool. I don't know. I see myself playing this game a lot, so it's like not a bad thing, but at the same time, like I guess it really doesn't matter because all the microtransactions are going to be there for everybody anyway. So
it's like a curation
I don't know.
system, basically.
Yeah, it's basically going to tell you like, hey, you like to use a bow. Here's a bunch of bow skins that you could buy with real money. So
does it like so? I couldn't find the answer in this article, but let's say like I don't know. I like playing. I use the bear form a lot as a druid. That the right term, right? Was it druid?
Sounds
okay.
Right.
And like they offer a black bear skin, but like, does that mean that skin isn't in like the normal conventional shop?
I don't know. The way I'm understanding it is that like all of these items will be in the shop, but at the top of the shop or whatever, it's just going to show you like, hey, you use a bow a lot, so here's all the bow skins that you could buy or
I would assume
whatever.
it's like specific to you and not normally in a rotation. Like so comparing it to League of Legends, they have the discount shop where I think it's like once a season they introduce or it's called Your Shop, and they give you like 5 skins and it's all like moderately discounted based on after I learned more into it, it's kind of stupid, but they put it as like, okay, you bought this skin or you bought this skin. Well, because you bought this skin, maybe you like this skin for this completely different character. Like they're trying to find a balancing act between you trying more characters so that way you can try and buy more skins and a skin you'll actually like.
Right.
I know
spending money.
Right, exactly. I would have to assume that it's like it's going to be stuff that's just not conventionally in the like the daily shop. We don't know a lot of details of it, but they haven't shown anything about like the shop itself, right?
Not really. No, if it's anything like Diablo Immortals, it's a lot of just transmog stuff. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And when you say now in that context, it's like what you're buying like the look, but it can be applied to any weapon, so it just changes the look. And
yeah,
the stat. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't do like stat boosts or anything. It's just here you want this like I don't know, you want this dildo bat weapon. You could apply that to any sword you have.
Yeah, but can you really see your weapons in this game? Like you're really just looking.
Oh yeah, it's top down. Yeah, so you always see like your character and stuff.
But you're so far away from the character. I just feel like all you really see is the like your the general character, not like the weapons. Like you can't see the finer details. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not as prevalent as like a first person game or something, right? Like when you buy a gun skin in Call of Duty or whatever, like you don't get to sit there and just like stare at that the whole time. So
also this is applied to the character or to the account?
That's a good question. I want to say it's your account. It's account.
It better be account. I'd be really pissed.
Yeah.
Like because I assume even if you have like 2 barbarians, there's different ways to run them, right? Like.
Right.
Okay. Also, I assume this is stockholder, but it says 666 for the currency price. Is that like true?
I think that's just a placeholder.
Okay.
I don't think they would use like such a weird amount for them.
I just know people are scared because Diablo Immortals price. Well, everyone still hates Diablo Immortals like pricing, so they're afraid it's gonna like extend into
this. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping they kind of fixed it. Yeah. I mean, it was really bad. And the problem with Diablo Immortal too is they locked a lot of these like other items behind microtransactions that you kind of needed to play the game. Like you could get them in other ways, but there were like certain ones that like it just like it was impossible to do without them basically.
Are you gonna get the Ultimate Edition or are you just going standard?
I'll probably get the Ultimate Edition. I think I just have the standard one, like the physical copy pre-ordered, but I'll get like the ultimate upgrade stuff for it.
Is it all DLC or is it any goodies?
Yeah, I think it's literally just all cosmetics, like the stuff we're talking about.
Also, like, you know, they're talking about the accelerated battle pass, which is $25. Most times I think it's stupid and like, why would you pay $10 for like 10 skips? But in Diablo, like where it's like what they say 150 hours per battle pass?
Yeah,
like
it's a
some
lot.
people might not have a choice. That's insane. That's such a commitment. But anyway, it's not about this.
The what was I just gonna say? Yeah, it comes with a bunch of cosmetic stuff for the Ultimate Edition. It also comes with the first battle pass.
How much is the Ultimate Edition?
100, I believe. Or it's 120, I think, because video games are expensive now.
I mean, I think they should, like, for the Ultimate Edition, they should like cut the battle pass in half for price. Because like as like the discount.
Looks like you also get 20 tier skips with it too. For the
so
Ultimate Edition. One. Yeah, you get the accelerated one for the Ultimate Edition, or if you get the Deluxe Edition, you just get the normal battle pass.
There's a standard, premium, and accelerated. Okay.
Jeez.
Do you think you're gonna have the time to do that?
It'll be a game I like work on every now and then.
Gotcha.
I mean, I was saying before, like I have that game. There's Final Fantasy 16, which is just a single player game, so I can play that whenever. And then Pikmin in July.
And then we're gonna co-op stream. Everyone, listen for it. Yeah. Co-op stream. It's gonna be co-op. We're streaming it all day one. I assume I'm playing as the dog, but we'll see. And also, in Diablo 3, did you buy things in Diablo 3? Like,
they didn't really have microtransactions in Diablo 3. That was kind of like before that time.
See, I'm hoping, because these are like still images, that they will allow you to view it on your character before you actually lock in a purchase.
I assume they're gonna have a preview button like every other game that has these kinds of transactions. So
League,
I would hope. Yeah. Well, League, is a special breed because they just take my money anyway. I don't even get stuff every month, but they just take money from me. It's fine.
I have a Riot subscription that doesn't exist. Yeah, well, they take my money.
Yeah, well, they take my money. So, what am I getting for it?
Nothing. Let's see. Intellectual. Let's see. Oh, Diablo 4's in-game store caught the community's attention has been the intelligence described in Blizzard's blog post about what to expect. The shop will gather information on account's favorite class as well as the aesthetic a person gravitates towards. I don't know how they could quantify that. Using this data, the store will accurately suggest possible premium purchase for the players as they explore the apocalyptic wasteland sanctuary, mowing down hordes of demons in a world tier difficulty of their choice. So yeah, I'm not against it. I think ultimately it's probably better. Yes, they're trying to gear you towards buying more stuff, right? But you always can just say no. And I assume it's also a weird way to like influence the store, because like if you want something specific, then you'd be like, okay, well then if I want that, I'm gonna have to wear this and do this so I can make this influence the store to try and show me this option, assuming it's not just all there. Right. What would be the point of this if like everything was just available currently in the store? I'm assuming for how long they've been working on this, it's going to be like Fortnite style, where they have a bunch of stuff in the vault and they rotate it like every couple days or week.
Right.
And then like the featured, it's just like the stuff that's like geared towards you. That's how I'm thinking of it. Also, check out my cool katana.
Also, this wildlife, do you see how much merch we own for you guys? Can you guys come on the show, please?
I think if we got like 10K subs, I think they could be down there.
We'll do like a Game Boy episode so you guys can talk about the Game Boy.
Kev's just in like the chat. Like, what?
We're coming on. Send the Discord link.
So overall, you're, I guess, happy with this, or do you not care?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna microtransaction it up for this game. I mean, so like the nice thing too is like I know this game, the longevity of it. Like I won't be wasting money. Like Diablo 3 had 20 something seasons, and I think it's actually still going until like the last season ends when this game comes out. So
that's kind of cool.
It's not like wasted money or anything. As long as it's something like this Wraith Lord thing they have in this preview image here. Like I want that. That just looks cool. Yeah.
But it doesn't tell you what
the fish guy though. He looks like he kind of hates his life. I don't think I want that one. Or do I? Maybe.
I mean,
depends on the class too, right?
Oh wait, is that the class? Like, because the
I think it is.
I assume that's druid because like the bear symbol, the line of area has like a barbarian.
That's the barbarian. That's the necromancer, the Wraith Lord, and then the sorcerer is the featured magic or fractured magic.
Are we gonna do a co-op stream?
Yeah, I think George said he's getting it. I don't know if Rob is getting it, but I figured we'd all play it at some point.
And who are you gonna play? I just like
I'll play the mage again.
Oh, the mage. Yeah, one of my biggest pet peeves is like when everyone's like the same character. I'm like, come on. It's like, I'll probably go druid.
Actually, yeah, I want to try the druid, but I'll just make that as my like single player playthrough.
I just saw someone turn to a bear. I thought that was funny. Or necromancer might be interesting. Anyway, yeah. So when does this come out? July, April,
June 9th, 2nd, some sort of day.
I wonder if it'll actually like be playable, like because they had that server slam the same weekend as Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know what they were thinking on that one, but like, do you think it's gonna get like overwhelmed, or do you think because they actually, which I never see this like a server slam, like an intended like, hey, like clog up our servers.
I feel like they'll be okay. Like even for the beta and the alpha that we played, like I feel like the servers weren't bad. Maybe like the first day with everybody getting on, but like it was like fixed pretty quick. I don't know. Blizzard, with the exception of Overwatch 2, I feel like Blizzard's server launches are usually pretty good.
I was like this close from calling you out. I was ready. I was like, I was so ready. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anyone has any like feedback on the server slam. But let's see, because it was like never gives you stress test
report about it or anything.
Like I mean, I saw the report that like like when it starts and ends, but I'm not seeing if anyone like actually had a good time.
Right.
So, well, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of excited for it. I played Diablo a little bit, and I'm like, well, this is actually pretty fun. So I assume it's a lot more fun with friends. So that's a hope. Okay, on to All right. This will probably be a short one, but Steam, it's adding a new free trial system, which I think is great. Basically, it's like, hey, well, game companies have to opt into it, but basically, it's like, hey, here's a free trial. You download the game, and it's a free trial. So basically, how it works is on Steam, the refund policy is basically you have to have 2 or less hours in a game to be able to get a refund, which is really rather understandable. But now it looks like they're trying to make it even better by allowing companies to use a free trial version. So you download the game, and then that only lets you play for 2 hours, or it might be an hour and a half. Well, no,
so
the refund hour.
You do the whole refund process. They're just like, here, play the game for 2 hours and see how you like it.
Well, that's just that's such a consumer friendly move. I love that so much. Like, because
and I'm sure it's saving them money because I'm sure they're getting charged every time they like. Do the purchase and then have to issue the refund. Yeah. I'm sure there's fees that they have to go through for those things.
Oh, yeah. And I assume it's just annoying. Like you have the money and then it's just roped away from you. It's got to suck. And then this is just like, I don't know. I feel like I actually don't think they should give the choice to the owners. I think they should just have it as a policy. Like, down, like, you should, well, I don't know. There might be a way to break it. So like where if they just allow you to download a game, there might be a way to like hack in and just remove the limiter. So, there might be some catches there, but I don't know. I think this is just an overall good, like add trials. I think Like, even oddly enough, even Nintendo has trials like once a month for some reason. They'll have like a free week.
Oh yeah.
Like trial for games. Like, oh, okay. Even though they have a literally no return policy, which is insane to me. I don't understand how that's legal, but like, I hate that. I really do. Like,
Nintendo's like, no, you bought it, you play it.
But I don't like it, and it's been like 2 minutes. Yeah, well, you bought it, so you know. I mean, granted, are you gonna odds of you returning a Nintendo game? Probably.
It's like 0. I couldn't even think of one that I would want to return.
I returned Breath of the Wild, but I kind of wish I had it for the case. Like,
right.
if I just had the case, that's a different story. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I like this a lot. Let's see. Getting a free trial of the game generally meant buying it, trying it out, returning to the game before Steam's 2-hour refund period. It appears the publishers will now be able to offer limited time demos in a more structured, formal way. And Dead Space is so far the only one that's taken advantage of it. And and also, yeah, so you can only play for an hour and a half, which, I mean, I think it should be 2 hours, but
yeah,
like imagine if Tears of the Kingdom had an hour and a half trial. You'd barely be on.
Oh, you wouldn't even be in the first shrine of Tutorial Island there.
That was such a long tutorial island. That was like 5 hours just tutorials. It's like, oh, did you know you can breathe? Do you know how to jump? You know the Master Sword exists? Let's see. Just probably yeah. So, yeah, you go to a game store page. You just hit play now, and the game will kick off, and you download Steam client and let you play. Enjoy 1.5 hours of the game. The only problem is, like, again, if companies don't opt into it, and I feel like if they don't opt into it, it just means they're shady. Like, why would you not opt into this?
Right.
You know? It's just like I don't think. Well, wait, no. Dead Space is owned by EA, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then I'm surprised that EA is like, free. We don't even know the word. What? What is that, like, foreign? Free? Does that mean like $20 of microtransactions? Siri, what is free mean?
Free?
What is free?
Dude, do I take the credit card now? Oh, it means I take the credit card after. I get it.
Right. Yeah, I get it now. So yeah, good for you, Steam. Steam is a net positive mostly. Their support system sucks, but other than that, like, you go, Steam. Thank you. We love you.
Yeah.
Kisses. Oh, it's time. Let's talk about Wendy's. I had it yesterday. It was great. I
want spicy nugs now. I'm going to Wendy's after this.
I don't like spice, and I don't like spicy nugs. But I do like their Frosties. And I like their nugs dipped in Frosties.
Their nugs, their fries dipped in Frosty. Ooh. The chicken BLT sandwich. Oh my God. I'm going to Wendy's.
Yeah, but you don't have one nearby.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes away. Yeah. But I'll do it.
Gotcha. So Wendy's, they're planning to trial an AI chatbot in place of human staff. Few notes. One, I 1,000,000,000% called this like a month ago when we talked about AI. It was like the first 4-way episode. I said that AI is going to take normal jobs. So, you know what? Hold on a second. Wait. That one's for me. That one's for... Thank you, everyone. So yeah, the long short of it is that Wendy's is basically just they are trying out AI to, like, just basically do normal jobs at Wendy's. They're using Google's LLM, large language model, to understand accents and nuances and variations of human speech, as well as understanding terms and abbreviations specific to Wendy's products. Yeah, I guess you have to go to an AI and say BLT like 100 times.
BLT. You ordered
spicy
soda.
Nuggets. No. If I was a Wendy's employee, I'd be, one, very sad because I don't like working around oils, but two, this is probably very scary because, like I mentioned, there's probably most jobs at a fast food restaurant that could be replaced by AI.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
The person who takes your money, like, I don't think McDonald's or Burger King does anymore, but like Wendy's still has like the 2-window system where the first window is the payment and the second window is the
Yeah, most of them got rid of it. McDonald's now, like, is super like you just order through their app and go and grab your food. Like there's like you can still order through like the drive-through normally, but they like push the app, and like the app has like coupons and deals and stuff that like really drives you to do it. Like,
dude, I exclusively use apps for like for fast food all the time. Yeah,
yeah. And now I want nugs, dude. I am starving. Oh my, I'm going to get nugs after this.
We gotta record reactions. We can't. You can't.
DoorDash, sponsor us, please, so I can get nugs whenever I want.
Anyway, yeah, like so, like that window. I'm not sure if they do. I don't know if you know anyone in the industry, but like that person in the first window, is that like the only thing they do? They just like take the money and give change.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they do that wrong most of the time. Not saying there's not good ones, but 90% of you suck at your job.
Well, I mean, it's like a teenager, you know? Like, I don't know.
No. These are fully grown adults that should know how. If I give you $1, if I give you $2 and I owe $1.50, my change should not be messed up. All right.
So like that job would be eliminated, I guess, because I mean, but they'd have to put more into it, I guess.
True.
Like, you'd have to have a machine to take the money. Like, is it gonna be a robotic arm? Is it gonna crush your hand? Like, are you giving tip? No, I'm not. I said you're giving tip.
What are you tipping? Rate us 5 stars.
Speaking of 5 stars, I ordered those lav mics, and then I got something in the mail like, hey, give us a good, or didn't say good, but give us a review and screenshot and send it to us, and we'll give you $30 on Amazon. And I'm like, do I want to sell my soul? Like, I feel like that's just ethically wrong. Like, if I give him a bad review, what if I give him a 1 star and I'm like, yeah, these are really stinky, and then I sent it to him like, hey, can you give me that $30? Obviously, they're not gonna do it. They're fishing for good reviews, right? So like, would it be wrong for me to lie for $30?
No, not at all. I'm furious because DoorDash doesn't do McDonald's for some reason. This is like an outrage. I'm like actually like infuriated right now that I can't get nuggets.
I think McDonald's is exclusive to Uber Eats. I think
what?
Don't they have like the McDelivery? Like and it's like like
wow, they really are. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're exclusive.
Also, a 20-piece nugget through Uber Eats is $8.59. I know that's not the price. All right, you are jacking up these prices. Just so you know, I won't drive all the way to the McDonald's. And you know what? It works because I'm not driving all the way to McDonald's.
Obviously, they have to. They have to jack up prices on these things.
When are the drones going to deliver my food for me so it's actually hot when it gets here, though?
What if it's raining? The real question. Like this soggy chicken nugget box.
No, put it inside the drone and just launch it. Come on, Musk. I thought this was part of the plan.
Nah, I'd rather have a catapult system. I think that'd be funnier.
What is a bacon ranch? We're reviewing McDonald's menu. What is a bacon ranch McCrispy?
No,
is that good?
Put a catapult.
You didn't answer my question. Do I order this?
No, stop ordering. You're just we're podcasting, not ordering McDonald's.
You're right. I'll do it after. I'll spend $300 on Uber Eats for a 20-piece nugget. It's fine.
Really though? Yeah. So like if Wendy's gonna start doing this AI thing, McDonald's almost fully transitioned, right? Like. They
have the kiosks inside now. Like you don't even go up to. Oh, I love the kiosks.
Yeah,
I don't want to. That's the sad part of this is that like I don't want the human interaction, so I want the AI to take over a little. But
right, like those kiosks though, they're actually pretty awesome. You know, like
the customization that could have been doing for years at McDonald's that I just learned about through these kiosks. Like it actually is infuriating.
Right, like 2 slabs of lettuce, a quarter of a tomato,
right, half an olive that you found on the floor. Like, I mean, I could have been eating this for years.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, it's really good. Burger King just is terrible. I mean, it's like time.
There's nothing to save at Burger King. All right, they're like the side article. Did you see that Burger King is like closing stores now, like their restaurants?
Every
like they are actually dying.
I see Burger King's empty, and every month I see the hours of operation go down by like an hour. Like,
yeah, they're closing.
We don't have
They're
enough
closing 400 restaurants by the end of this year.
Wow, that's really bad.
Yeah.
How many stores do they have?
I don't
405.
0. They're all gone.
They're all
How many locations does Burger
have? Yeah, I assume over 2,000.
Oh my god, they have 18,000 locations
okay.
in more than 100 countries and U.S. territories.
Okay, then they're doing fine.
They're fine. 400, yeah, 18,000 is actually a stupid number. Because how many does McDonald's have? How many does McDonald's?
Oh, it's probably like 1 billion.
13,000 as of May 10th, 2023.
Is it 13,000?
13,000. Burger King has more.
What?
Yeah, that's kind of insane. Why does Burger King have more? What about Wendy's? Where's Wendy's in that? I feel like Wendy's has like nowhere near that.
I did 18,000 divided by 400.
Wendy's has 8,000 or 7,000 locations globally.
Wendy's?
That's it. It has half of what McDonald's has and is a third of what Burger King has. Yeah. That's insane. And there's only 6,000 in the US, so there's 1,000 something everywhere else in the world.
This is just gonna be like a food segment. Have you ever been to Wegmans?
No, I hear it slapping though.
Oh no, Wegmans is perfection. They have a substation inside the store, and I always get they always have like an amazing sub. But then I realized they started selling their oils like in a bottle, and I just slapped that on a sandwich I make now. Ugh. Chef's kiss. Wegmans, you can look, Wegmans, you may have screwed me on the whole we ban plastic bags everywhere in the country for some reason. But you made it up to me with sub sandwiches, and for that I appreciate it. Oh, and your bakery box.
Chef Kawasaki kiss. Beautiful.
Yeah, so like how long do you think until other companies just incorporate AI?
I feel McDonald's is like there. Burger King is dying. The food industry is definitely the first one to like do this, and like it probably will be like a total takeover. I'm trying to think what else you could just like
I think for
completely automate.
They could definitely automate the like voice like the drive-through. Like they're not gonna need someone listening. They're gonna have an AI to like, hey, what do you want? In fact, I'm almost surprised they don't just have the kiosk outside, but I assume just get busted by like teenagers.
Right.
They could get a Roomba to clean the store. It's not like just just like get a little Roomba for like $200. Because I mean, arguably, even the cook could be replaced, right? Like if you had
I mean, you could have a whole like conveyor belt system for the food,
but I don't think I don't know.
It'd just be weird.
That has to be really automated because like first they'd have to know if there's like a surplus of already made food. They'd have to know the perfect temperature. I mean that part would probably be easy, but like there's a bunch of I think cooks would be the last. I think they'd want humans for that because like if something messes up, someone has to be there. The manager will probably have to be there. He'd probably just be working alone with like robot arms.
Absolutely.
And then I'm telling you, 10 years from now in Florida, we're gonna get like a story. Local McDonald's manager caught having relations with robot arm in store. I didn't tell you this. Wait, this is actually my girlfriend told me about this story. I forget what state it was in. There were like minors or like 6 or 7 years old, or maybe it might have been 9, were caught working at McDonald's, like overnight shifts. Like these,
What?
Yeah, like
that's ludicrous.
And like, I think it was like one of the managers was like bringing their kid because they didn't have like a babysitter, and then they're like, you know what, that would just work, like just, and they're like, but the kids weren't just like cleaning up; they're like taking orders, like and stuff like that. Which begs the question: how did no one raise an alarm on this earlier? Like,
what? How did no one catch that? Yeah, that's insane.
Like, I think anyone who actually went there, like, just to like get food and saw like a kid and didn't raise like any alarms is a douche. Like,
oh, absolutely.
It's like Yeah, can I get a number 5? Yeah, you can get a number 5. Like, what?
I don't know how to count that high. What? Who are you?
Mom, my diaper's wet.
Mom, is it mean to me?
My diaper's stinky, Mario.
Mario, turn my diaper, man.
Yeah, anyway, it was just a crazy story. Yeah, I think in the next 7 years we'll probably just see like an AI overtaking the food industry, like you said. I don't see.
I could see it.
McDonald's has lowered their staff by like what 20% since kiosks, if not more. Like
McDonald's,
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, there's like barely any counter people now, and if they're there, they just like they're there to take your payment if you have cash, and that's
yeah,
it.
it used to be like 3. Now it's like just 1 because the kiosks just take over everything else.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, and then I mean, cooks and fine, clean. I mean, I don't know how they could really replace a clean person without like an actual robot. Like I know I joked the Roomba, but realistically, you have to wipe down the counters and everything. So I don't think you could replace that immediately.
Right.
Basically, yeah. So like the drive-through, maybe a way to hand the food or like a dispense system. I don't know. Either way, Wendy's. Just don't change the menu. Don't change your ingredients. You're beautiful. You're probably like the best, like quality wise.
Oh my. There's nothing you do wrong, honestly. Everything is just so good there. Like.
I can't wait. After this episode, I'll be like, hey, I'll be right back. And then you're just going to see like 2 bags of Wendy's. Like, what's up?
And then I'm going to scream.
Mine's only 3 minutes away. And you don't want to move
4 minutes away.
You don't want to, dude, I'm just saying there's a Taco Bell, a Chick-fil-A, a
Taco
Wendy's,
Bell too.
McDonald's, Burger King. Like everything's within 5 minutes of me. I'm just saying, you know, you keep
ridiculous. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Everything closes at 9-10 o'clock because there's just nothing but old people here. And the food's not even that good at these places anyway.
Okay. All right, last but not least, I read into the story. I thought this was just insane. So at a Smash tournament, of course, places, what is the what is the name of the Smash player? I like how I said I read this a few times, but I'm blanking on the name. Let's see here. One player, let's see, was drawn against. Okay, so there's a young player. His name was Syrup, which that's a hilarious. I just love that as a tag.
That's a good name. Yeah,
that's
wow.
a good one. Yeah, that's really good. And drawn against Enrique Meister Hernandez in a match for top 8. Meister won the match on the way to third place finish and a gold in the doubles category. But after the win, he verbally disrespected his 15-year-old opponent. Let's see. I think he just called him like a loser. Or no, he said like you effing suck. That's what. I'm not sure if it's in this article. They shook hands and he's like, hey, you effing suck. Now, the way this article is written, it's kind of weird, but I believe what happened is the mom confronts the guy and she put it into a tweet too, but she apparently told him, as an adult, I think players such as yourself have no class, zero sportsmanship. Even if you win, you're still a loser all around. I have the utmost respect for all players, but you're the low of the low, no doubt. And apparently the crowd just like exploded. Like they just like
that's like, awesome.
Like this, you know, that's first of all, that Enrique dude. I mean, I don't want to trash anyone, especially if you want to be on the podcast, but like that's such a douche move. If you're, I mean, they don't tell. Does it say how old this guy is? I like the trash talker. I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. No, because I skimmed through it. I don't think it did.
Right. Yeah. So, but the kid's a 15-year-old. I'm sure you can tell that he's young, right? Like, why are you gonna be mean to him?
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
What? Are you? And then, but like, you know, I would say normally a parent would probably make a situation worse and possibly more embarrassing, but you know, she just like laid this guy out. And, like, apparently, everyone in the crowd was calling her the goat of mothers and a queen. I guess that points out to have a parent who supports their kid's interests and one who comes to in all guns blazing someone when someone is a dick to their child. The quote, bro got clapped by Mama Syrup. That's awesome. Adding a cry laughing emoji when others thought it was a tournament highlight. He got scolded by his mom. I mean, first of all, it's impressive that this parent actually went to this tournament and like stuck around.
Right. She sat in the smell there and was like,
"Oh God,
fine."
I forgot how bad those places smell.
Oh my, the BO, dude. They don't know what deodorant is.
What is that, like DLC? Deodorant? Like that stage?
Yeah, is that Sakurai next announcement?
You banned deodorant? Okay, I'm banning Lilac. Okay.
I'm banning toothpaste. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm banning toothpaste. Any kind of washing material. So, good for her. Like that's I don't know. I think that's really cool. I'm trying to find out like if this was all in person. It seemed like it was.
Yeah, I think they said it was. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to double make sure, because just like the way it's worded was a little weird. Replying to Meister's justifications, which have kind of been deleted. But like this article implies like he was saying stuff on Twitter, not in person. But at the same time, they have like wording where it's like she went over to him. Hours
right.
Posted 70 DMs from another player describing the incident. Let's see here. Does this have? Let's see. What does it say? Replying to, she said, I don't know. Either way, still super cool that like this mom literally just like
him. Yeah.
What if she was just like, I will end you if you ever talk to my kid like that again.
Look at him again. Don't even be in the same room. All right, you don't deserve it.
Anytime you see him, you surrender. You surrender your match. You leave.
Yeah. FF.
FF here. FF. Okay, I can't say that next part.
Gentleman stock. Come on. Gentleman stock. IRL.
IRL. I have a pocket knife. I will knife fight you.
I will not. Yeah, that's exactly what came to my head.
I will knife fight you. Because it's after when he verbally disrespected the 15-year-old. Yeah. After they fist bumped, Meister said, "I told him you effing suck." To his face, reaction within special communities, this was unanimously negative. Many pointing out Syrup's age, saying, "Bro, he's a kid," and a lack of sportsmanship and basic manners from Meister. Like, I don't know why it brings out the worst in these people. Like, I don't. Even when you're angry at a loss, like I wouldn't like say, "Hey, you're a terrible person."
Oh, yeah.
I just cry.
Just like, yeah, GG, and then I go home
think
and
I'm terrible. I bathed today.
I took a shower today. It's been years.
More than you have. If I was a kid, I'd be like, at least I showered today. And then like, that reaction where like, what?
The guys in the group. Whoa.
So, good for them. This is the kind of the feel good story I like to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said, mommy didn't have to even give me a bath.
Why?
Because I showered all by myself.
I wish I got baths from. Hey, it doesn't matter. That's. Do you have anything else before we're into Dusty Trail?
I want chicken nuggets.
That's not. Just take the.
That's the show, guys. Make sure to comment down below what your favorite color is. No one's done it yet, and people are commenting though on stuff that we do, but not their favorite color. So, like, comment, subscribe, follow us everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Twitch. Join the Discord and check out all the fan art that we have. It's pretty cool though. Rate us 5 stars everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're your hosts. Come back, please. We need you. We love you. That's pretty much it. Bye-bye. Got it.